All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Me here talking about real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. All right, gonna be talking about the Foreigner bait and switch technique. You know, I was defending Foreigner all last year. Why did I defend Foreigner last year? I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much, no, but when you're selling tickets on the premise that it's your farewell tour, and I have an article here that's pretty cut and dry, and then I'm going to be talking about what Jeff Pilson has to say. Again, here's Mecca. If you like Foreigner and you want some new material in your collection, Everlasting will remind you of Toto and Survivor and maybe a little bit of Foreigner in there. The excellent Joe Vanna, who is he's kind of a musical genius sort of guy. I think he learned a lot from the great Jim Peterick. So check out, again, Everlasting by Mecca in my top 10 for 2023. I mean, it's just really great music that a lot of folks aren't hearing because there's no real support system anywhere for it. Now, here's an article. Okay, I'm going to start off with this article. It's pretty clear cut. Mick Jones to retire Foreigner. This came from November 16th of 2022. That's when they said they were going to retire Foreigner. It is now January 3rd of 2024. And here's the headline: 47 years after founding Foreigner, original member Mick Jones will retire the band after one last world tour. Now, we know that world tours have different legs. People were getting on me because Journey is now doing another leg of their Freedom Tour, right? So, but Foreigner said one last tour. And so it's pretty cut and dry. And I was defending Kelly Hansen when it came to the vocals, and I was impressed that Kelly Hansen, which he says here, the time has come. We have more or less lived our lives on the road for almost 18 years. We have always strived to give you our best, and we intend to finish this the same way. Foreigner has a brilliant and increasingly demanding catalog of songs to sing. So again, he's talking about how difficult it's going to be singing these songs. And so he wants to get out before he can't do that anymore. And this tour, which had a whole bunch of dates starting in July, this is last year, and ending in September, doesn't seem like a very long tour, but there are a lot of dates. And so that, at the time, doesn't talk about 2024. It said this is it. That's what the article said. So one last tour. And then what? A couple weeks ago, we learned that Foreigner and Styx are going out on the road next year. And it's a pretty comprehensive tour. Anyway, this is what Jeff Pilson has to say now. Jeff Pilson, who is the current musical director in the band Foreigner. The band currently has dates on the books for 2024, including a Las Vegas residency that kicks off in March and a tour with Styx that launches in June. So wouldn't you say that the Vegas residency might be the second leg of last year's tour with a huge break? No, I think it might even be considered two different tours. But again, going back to this article, after one last world tour. So again, if they say one last world tour, I guess that means they have to tour the entire world before they stop. I'm not sure. But yes, then the tour with Styx, which doesn't start until June. And during an interview, bassist Jeff Pilson suggested that there may be even more shows planned for 2025. Now that seems like you're reneging right there. If the other stuff doesn't make you think, hey, they're just doing the Kiss farewell thing at this point, we're just going to keep going. Like the Eagles, they just kept going and they blamed the fact that they couldn't tour because everybody was locked in their houses because of government rules, and they scared everybody from the business that they need in order to sustain a living. See how that worked? Didn't work. So he goes, yeah, there may be something going on in 25. We just haven't heard yet. We haven't heard yet. So it's in negotiations right now. But I will tell you, though, is at the end of 24, it'll be the end of doing long tours. Oh, okay. So I think I've already talked about this. So they've shifted from, yes, we're going to tour, or no, we're not going to tour, because that's what that article says. We're done. We're not doing any more tours. They've shifted from that to, well, we're not going to do long tours anymore. That's really what we mean by this. He says that's what we really mean by this farewell tour. No more 9 months of the year on. But then it's not a farewell tour, Jeff, it's not a farewell tour if you're not saying farewell. Hence the word farewell, not, well, this is actually our not as busy tour. Okay, that's what you might want to call it, but it's still a tour. And you're not saying farewell, so it can't be a farewell tour. So you've duped a bunch of people. Well, I better get my tickets. By the way, Mick Jones, who I'm not sure has been seen on stage for quite some time with Foreigner, just turned 79 years old on December 27th. Just throwing it out there. He's 79. Don't think he's going to be part of the tour in 24, and I can almost guarantee you he's not going to be showing up with a band in 25. So maybe Mick Jones meant to say, I'm going to retire, comma, and Foreigner will keep going on without me. In which case, you're going to get more complaints for people who say, this is just a tribute band, which it is. It really is. Now, I think Kelly Hansen is the right guy for this. And, but Lou Gramm was out there last summer. And maybe Lou has a point about the whole atmosphere and what Foreigner is all about these days. I'm not sure why they would put that information out there about the farewell tour if they really aren't saying farewell. Foreigner's 2024 dates kick off January 19th in Scottsdale, Arizona, and they'll be back in Las Vegas for their Feels Like the Last Time residency, which apparently it may not be the last time. See what I'm saying? It feels like the last time. Why would you put that out there? It's not the last time. Their Renegades and Jukebox Heroes tour with Styx kicks off June 11th. A complete list of dates can be found at foreigneronline.com. So again, if you're a Foreigner fan, I guess the band's going to be around for another 10 years or so. We don't know. Mick Jones, nobody knows where he is. He just turned 79. I didn't see anyone celebrating his birthday online. Typically, people say, happy birthday, Mick Jones, you pioneer, you. I'm sure maybe on Facebook or somewhere they said happy birthday to Mick Jones. But my guess is they probably don't want to point out the fact that he's 79. All right. And according to Lou Gramm, he has some health issues. But according to Jeff Pilson, he's fine. Nothing to worry about. I'm thinking it's probably somewhere in between, or it may be closer to what Lou is talking about. Anyway, my apologies, Lou. All right. Lou Gramm has maybe some legitimate gripes that are just, if you're going to quit. All right. So here's Mecca and their album Everlasting. Apparently, Mecca has another album in the works from what I was told by Joe Vanna earlier last year. And Joe, it was nice to talk with you. Maybe someday we can put you on and get some folks acquainted with you and your work and your work ethic, trying to keep the melodic rock world going. My name is Dave. If you can keep me going financially, I need your help. The algorithm has turned off. It is just everything is in free fall right now. And so I need you, A, to watch the videos, B, to subscribe to the channel, C, think about maybe Patreon or YouTube memberships, and D, pray for me and this channel as I continue to put out content each and every day. God bless everyone. Pray for peace in the Middle East and around the world, and I will see you soon.